You have, is there anything you're working towards that you feel that you feel is changed after, or is affected because you're married and because you have kids, that you are working because of something? Any regrets that you can't do something now, or is like everything bang?
No, I used to feel sometimes that I can't go travel, like go for like residencies and like explore, because there's so much practice that happens across the world. And like I would want to go and do a nice paper workshop or a print workshop in Japan, and like there's so much to explore.
Now you're just teasing the hell out of everybody.
No, but
The things you say, Japan and like this
yeah,
is
like
all.
no, it's real.
I know it's real, but it's like so enviable, man.
But now I feel like there's no regret, because these are the few years that I'm also getting to understand myself when I'm being with my children
Yeah.
in so many ways. So I think that has very positively affected my art practice.
So you've never done, you do commission projects,
Yeah.
and what if the commission is conflicting with your practice? I know you do commission projects. That's why I'm asking you. You do
Yes.
commission projects
Yeah,
to
but
sustain your life, and then you have your own personal, very sensitive practice.
no, but fortunately, Vaibhav, it's always people have liked the style of work, so they just wanted to do on their size, particular,
Yeah,
like they're going with their space, the size that it requires,
yeah.
and maybe the colors around. But has there never been like a conflict with ideology in making the artwork? I wouldn't take it up if it was something, it was not looking like a Snehal Goyal artwork.
So you have the confidence that you will always deliver a Snehal Goal work,
Yes.
even if it is like, if what do you do, for example, as a creative person, if the commission is an interesting commission where the money is good and the client wants something else?
Sorry. But
Sorry,
yes.
that's amazing.
I see, like you said, I
That's a
don't
privilege.
make,
You can say that because
yeah, I
yeah,
don't make art for only money. Fortunately, I it doesn't sustain my life, so I have the choice to do the projects I want to do.
yeah,
It should add value to me also, if it's adding value to the person who's giving me the commission.
yeah.
And I think I'm at that stage of my career where I can say, sorry, I want to create this. If you like it,
Take it
take it.
at this price.
Yeah.
And do you negotiate prices? You're bad with money. You're like
Yeah.
Salman Khan. You're like, मुझे वो सब नहीं पता.
No.
भाई आएगा काम करके
No,
निकल
I think
जाएगा.
it should just give value for what you've put into, like your
Yeah,
heart and
yeah,
your effort.
yeah.
It's just that.
Sure. Oh, this is like classic. So you're like very comfortably placed in your life.
Yeah. It's a sweet spot.
Yeah, it's a sweet spot. You can see that. I know you also.
But that gives me a lot of freedom to do what I want to do, Vaibhav. Like very few people get to choose or to explore the way they want to, because
Yeah,
they don't have to think about the post and the pre when you're creating.
like me. No, really. Like I like when you say things like, I wish I went to Japan for a residency, or I went to Tyler Institute to print something in Singapore,
Yeah.
or Rights Academy or Columbia University. I'm like, dude, I have to like file my GST tomorrow.
Dude,
It's
the
like,
dream is to show work at Tate and like
I know
places
you
like
can
this.
dream of doing epic stuff once your roti kapda makan, sadak pani
Of
bijli is
course,
taken care
it's
of.
a tough
Yeah,
profession to be in. It's tough. It's
it's
tough to
damn tough.
sustain. It's
Yeah,
very tough.
for you also it's tough.
It's tough to create your name, to be able to say, I don't want to do something and I want to do something. It's tough to be at that place where you can choose.
Great topic. Your father has an art foundation,
Had an art
had an
foundation.
art foundation, very respected, wealthy
Yes.
family. Isn't this nepotism?
No, I've struggled my own way to be where I have been.
Yeah, yeah,
I
actually,
got
no,
my
I'm
admissions on my own credit,
sure.
and I
But
don't.
your connections with your family and your connections with your
I don't think my
no,
connections with my family have ever been my buyers. They'd always taken it for free, probably for granted. I don't think
sure,
I've ever
sure, yeah, yeah.
made that. But I wish I can convert them into buyers. That's a bigger dream.
You were in a, okay, because the truth setting now was really high. I'm going to ask you. You were in a joint family,
Yes.
and you were not the. I mean, you are not. you're not a housewife kind of a person. I know you since a long time. You
Yeah.
are a very, very open-minded, liberal, outgoing person. Even though you are an introvert, but to be in a Marwadi house with where the bahu setting is there, and there is a sasuma, there is a bahu, and there's a business family where I'm assuming now that all your other nanan, the other people are housewives, and
No.
then no everyone's working.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. So
So
then you
come
are,
from a family that's been very open.
yeah.
They have really supported the practice.
You always like. I mean, I remember you were like, after marriage, you kind of were like, you there was a change in you. You were extremely happy. Everything was like amazing.
Yeah. I was
So
fortunate to be in a family that understood. Maybe they don't understand art as a career.
I think
Like they
people
did
don't know.
not
People
probably.
don't know she's rich.
Stop saying that. No, they don't. Maybe they didn't know somebody from this field who could, as a
Yeah.
art as a profession.
Yeah,
But they've really supported the practice and
yeah,
helped me be what I am today.
Yeah.
So they have given us the complete freedom to choose to
Yup.
to do what we are doing. So
Sure. And then, what is your relationship with your, like, for the last show we did at VHC, your family, your mother-in-law comes to see your artwork. She comes to your studio. Does she have any
Yes.
input? She's like, it's like the classical thing is like, खाना ऐसा बनाते हैं. So you're like, painting भी ऐसा कर.
No. They love to see what I make. They love to see what I
Yeah.
create, where it is displayed, how
Yeah.
does it look in a certain space.
Yeah.
And they now that they understand me as a person, they kind of have been great supporters. Like I love to send them the first picture.
The
My
first,
our family office is with my studio. I love to show
Oh, yeah,
my
yeah.
father-in-law also what I have made.
Yeah.
This is going to get dispatched. Please come and see how it looks like.
Not bad.
So
It's like a manufacturing unit.
yeah,
It's
they
like
love
the,
to see what I have, like the output also. Like
Yeah, and and then is it are you used for other creative stuff in your house?
Yes.
Like ये तो creative है तो
yeah, I
creative
love to
stuff.
do that.
Yeah.
I told you,
Oh, you love
creativity
to
is
do
a
that.
lifestyle. No, it comes in it just comes in every bit of it. Like
That's nice. Explain this lifestyle part because it's like you. I mean, you spoke of it earlier, but nobody's ever said lifestyle. They all said it's a way of life, or I mean, which is a
no, I
lifestyle.
think for me it's like a lifestyle. I'd love to even like keep like the cushion covers in its own order and like have a way of like living creatively. Everything.
You have an Insta life,
No,
or it's like a magazine. Like in your head, you
it's
design
just
everything.
aesthetically right.
You design everything.
Yeah, I like to design everything. I love to design the menu.
There's-
I love to design spaces. I love to design how kids will study or learn about something in a way.
You sure this is not going down a OCD path?
I am little OCD.
No, but like ऐसा ही होना चाहिए.
नहीं, ऐसा
I
ही
asked
नहीं.
you in the start how.
Because artist has no right and wrong. ऐसा ही नहीं होना चाहिए. But I just needs to look a way
That's
I
amazing,
feel like.
that you fit this concept in your head that artist में कोई right and wrong नहीं होता.
Yeah.
It's like no, I have a problem. I feel like I have a bias sometimes in some works where I feel like I was speaking to a ceramic artist in this podcast. I can't see like the art sometimes in certain kinds of ceramic. I feel like there's a lot of, and it's my bias. It's like it's an open bias which I'm open to. I want to fix it if it's a problem for other people. I live my life normally, but I wanted to just update myself, and I feel like through what you do at Raised in Art at the young age with the kids, if I was in your thing, I would have a more open mind from a childhood, because as a child I've been schooled in a certain way. So I feel like that's a good what you're doing is really good.